Shri Guru Namaha. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sadasiva Samarambam, Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Paryantam, Vande Guru Paramparam. Welcome to our online Kashmir Cultural Heritage Awareness Series. Today is our 97th, and the topic is Kashmir Shaivism, the dynamics of Spanda. As you have seen, we are now very pleased to welcome Shri Vijay Hashia. Vijay ji has appeared twice on our series, and the topics is the return of Kashmiri Pandit and Anityama, and the second topic was play of Tattva. Both were sometime in September and October. If you're tuning in today, please watch those previous topics. Sri Vijay Hashia has done his master's in management studies and is presently involved in consultancy with corporate educational institutions. He has mentored and guided budding engineering and management students in various reputed educational institutions. Sri Vijay Hashia is a Kashmiri Pandit who left Kashmir in 1990 consequent to the ongoing terrorism. We welcome you, sir. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Namaskar and thanks Shri Shankarji. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahm, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Kanchi Kamakoti Pishatipati Jagadguru, Shri Shankaracharya Shri Charanayo Pranama, Shri Guravayo Namah, Shri Mahatrapura Sundari Sametha Shri Chandra Mauleshwaraya Namah. My humble pranam to Goddess Kamakshi, to the lotus feet of Adi Shankaracharya. My humble pranam to Kanchi Paramacharya and to the Kanchi Peetham. Namaskar and thanks to you, Shankarji, and your team for inviting me again, the third time on this 97th series, previous being 89th and 91st series, aimed at promoting awareness on cultural heritage of Kashmir and preserving the next generation by enabling their return without fear and improved security. My humble namaskar to all beloved viewers throughout the globe. Om Namah Shivaya. This would be my second talk on Kashmir Shaivism. The previous was on 14th October 2023, the play of Tattva in Kashmir Shaivism. I will have a small brief about introduction, and I will go to the school of thoughts, the upayas, and then I'll move to Spanda. Well, to all my viewers with humble pranam, I am not a person who gives sermons. I am not a person who has knowledge. Knowledge is vast in this canvas of whole universe. There is no end to it. The knowledge is limitless. So I perceive that my knowledge is nothing. This is again a spanda I am talking about. The knowledge and my nothingness is out of the spanda only. A vibration which we say, which I'll come to later stage. So all visible world is spanda, and the pulse of nothingness of the consciousness again is spanda. A matter of energy, a matter and the energy is due to the different interference patterns and the different pulses So this is again, this my talk to you is again a pulse, a vibration. I'm talking to you, you're listening. That is also a spanda. You understand my word, each word, syllable by syllable, word by word, and it again becomes a spanda. But above all, let me tell you, this is nothing, because Kashmir Shaivism is huge, it's vast. And Spanda is also very big, it's limitless. The knowledge, there is no end to it. Well, Kashmir Shaivism is known as Trika Shaivism. It emphasizes on non-dualistic nature of reality, asserting that everything in this universe is manifestation of supreme consciousness. Trika means three energies, which that it has para is supreme, para is Shakti, and apara is the aspirant, spiritual aspirant, who seeks para through para. Well, these three energies represent the threefold activities of world. That means the whole universe and every action, whether spiritual, physical, or worldly, are existing in these energies. Trika system is comprised of four subsystems or the school of thoughts. Number one, you have Pratibhijana. Second is Kula system. There is Krama system and the Spanda system. Well, Pratibhijana is recognition of the divine self by recognition of one's divine nature, a remembering of what has always been there. The process involves a deep inner knowing, a connection beyond the external, a sense of familiarity with the ultimate reality. Just as recognizing a friend, lost friend, who you see after a very long time, which evokes a profound emotional response. So recognizing the divine self in Pratibhijana is considered a transformative and emotionally charged realization. Kula means totality. How one can live in the state of universe, in the total consciousness, in totality of energy found in one and everything in one, and one in everything. The system teaches us how one can rise from the lowest degree to the highest degree, experiencing the self nature and the same level at the same state. Shiva, which is realized at the Prithvi Tattva, is realized same in the Shiva state. So the purpose of this doctrine is to rise above the individual energy and assimilate with the blissful energy in totality. Thus, it is the biggest thought which explains the state of universal being, from which the whole universe emerges and then merges into it. This may include intense meditation, mantra chanting, and rituals designed to elevate awareness. Number third, we have Krama system. Krama is a Shakti-oriented system. The rise of prana, the Kundalini from Muladhara to Brahma Randhara. Well, here there are, as you know, there are 172,000 nadis in a human being, in a human physiological system. Well, nadis does not mean that they are veins or through which. Nadis are through the energy flow is there. So out of that, 10 are important. Out of 10, there are 3 very important. That is, we have Idda, Pingla, and Sushmana. Idda and Pingla, when they are balanced, and this energy flow is through the Sushmana to the Brahmaranda, then the divine realization is there. As it moves from chakra, one chakra to another chakra, and to the finally to the Brahmaranda, the Krama system finally leads to the Paramashiva, which is beyond time and space. Karma is primarily a system of goddess worship in the form of Kali, which is dynamic form of Lord Shiva. The words of Swami Lakshman Jo, the greatest recent saint and master of Kashmir Shaivism, there are 12 Kalis are said to be 12 moments of any one cognition. For example, if you look at an object where the pot is there, the sensation travels from your thought to the pot and then returns again from that place to the pot to your thought, giving you the sensation where you realize this pot. You do not realize this pot at the place of the pot. You realize this pot in your mind. Your perception is moved from inside the pot, from the pot to return to your thought, to your mind. All these moments are distributed in 12 ways, in 12 Kalis in the Krama system. So Kalis refer to the specific elements, moments, stages, moments of cognition. And so Krama is a Shakti-oriented and Tantric. Abhinavgupta says that Abhinavgupta says that Krama is a unique system while dealing with the Saktopaya. Well, Saktopaya or Nanopaya is a means of energy, the path of energy or the path where practitioner progresses through the stages of levels of the Krama to their way of realizing the divine. The duality of the subject and object gets dissolved here. So the rise of the Kundalini through the chakras. Upayas comparably, Saktopaya is quite different than Shambhavapaya and Anavapaya. While Shambhavapaya is a state of perpetual state of freedom from thoughts in realization of the divine, the mind ceases here to play an active role. The practitioner can see only the play of the consciousness everywhere. It is through, but this is through the grace of Shiva only, as it works through the pure consciousness, the will. Vijnana Bhairava Tantra suggests that spiritual freedom where the mind is oriented in the state of Shiva because of his omnipresence. So this Shambhavapaya is when there is a grace of the Shiva, so she is everywhere the conscience of Shiva. Anavapaya is an inferior means where the mind, senses and body is used to self-revelation. The lowest spiritual approach where subject and object duality appears, a path of doing through asanas, pranayama, rituals, recitation of mantras, and concentration. Beyond upayas, there is anupaya, there is no upaya. The aspirant only have to observe that nothing is to be done but to reside within the self. In other words, all lead to the Supreme. But Shambhavaya say you are traveling in a supersonic jet, and Saktapaya you are traveling in a bullet train, Anopaya you are traveling in a cart. So Swami Lakshmanji says a lightning bug shines only for himself. Jewel shines not only for themselves, but for few. Stars shine for even more, moon still more, and sun for the whole universe. So, in the state of Shambhapaya state, the sunshine is a midday sun, is a midday light for the whole universe. The purpose of Upaya is revealing the central core of reality, which is Shiva, eliminating ignorance and helping to attain the liberation. So, this is what I spoke about Prativijana, Kulla, Krama, and now I move to Spanda. Spanda is as a dynamic aspect of absolute Shakti. Spanda means moment, vibration. It is not physical and mental moment, but it's a supreme moment. A constant pulsation of consciousness that keeps the universe alive and ticking. Nothing can exist without the moment. Where there is a moment, there is life. Where there is no moment, there is no life. Spanda is identified through the terms of tide, strength, vigor, force, heart, that I'll come to later in the example stage. So, Swami Lakshmanji here says it's a vibrationless vibration, momentless moment. Supreme consciousness is not only witness, a distance and the cold consciousness that is completely detached from the world problems. The absolute consciousness is not only knowledge, but also activity. The philosophy indicates accomplishment of the supreme goal in life, the supreme liberation through spontaneous and complete revelation of the identity of individuals' supreme self with Shiva. On the other side, the doctrine of vibration emphasizes complete experience of the vibration or the pulsation of the divine consciousness. Thus, the essence here lies deeply mystical, contemplative experience that enlightens one aesthetically, an experience in which individual consciousness ineffably identifies with the vibrating consciousness. Swami Lakshmanji again says here that where there is no pleasure, there is no spanda. Where there is no objective, where there is no subjective perception, there is no pain, there is no pleasure, there is nothing. Then your spanda is just like a rock. Spanda is everywhere. It's in the pain, it's the pleasure, it's the movement. It's a movement, it's a vibration of everything, your emotions. So, Vasugupta here says that it's a swatantra state, a self-created will. The concept of independent free will plays a central role in Kashmir Shaivism. It's the cause of creation of universe, a primordial force that stirs up the absolute manifest, the world inside the supreme consciousness of Shiva. Now, there are 14 chakras of organs, as I last time also in my talk spoke about. There's a Pani chakra. Pani means there's a hand chakra, Pada chakra, foot chakra is there, Guha chakra, Payu chakra, that is genital, Hamsa chakra, that's navel, Hriday chakra, that is heart. So like that, Netra chakra, that's eye. So there are 14 chakras are there. These chakras are centers of energy and consciousness within the human body, and they play an active role in the spiritual journey and awakening of and self-realization of an aspirant. Each chakra is associated with specific qualities and activities the individuals in this individual spiritual journey. These cycle organs arise and subside. You see, for example, I see, I close my eyes, or I do something, I do not do something. My emotions, sometimes I feel happiness, sometimes I feel sadness. So they rise and fall. This is what the spanda plays here. In the same way, the shabda, sound, I'm talking to you. Each word and each syllable you are understanding and you are comprehending. You are listening. That is also a spanda. I am talking. This is also a spanda. So, rupa, rasa, taste, form, smell, all 15 sensual objects, they rise and fall due to spanda. There are 5 sensory organs, which are Jnanendriyas. There are 5 motor organs, which are Karmendriyas. There are 5 subtle organs, which are earth elements. So all these have the spanda. They rise and fall at the particular time, and for the particular period. The cycle of organs, the framework, is known as Karana Varga, which originates from the spanda. However, when it rises from the spanda, it is essentially lifeless. It lacks sensation and function. Spanda revitalizes it. The entire cycle of organs, and including the internal organs, mind, intellect, ego, makes them alive and functional. With the grace of spanda, the vitalized cycle allows individuals to perform the various actions effortlessly. The challenge here lies discovering this divine power within the cycle of organs which grants it life. To find that power behind making the cycle organs, granting the life, the meditation is the great enthusiasm and devotion, is emphasized as a means and the key. Remember, the goal is here to attain the absolute independence, Swatantra state, the transcending the sensory limitations. Now, Swami Lakshmanju again here states how Spanda observed through the meditation empowers organs and addresses the doubts towards the God consciousness. So, state of wakefulness, dreaming, dreamless sleep, spanda remains intact. The essence of spanda continues, portraying the enduring connection. Those individuals in various states of joy, sorrow, attachment continue to be influenced by this spanda, showcasing the pervasive, uninterrupted nature of this spanda, their vibration. Happiness, sadness, attachment, all coexist. An integral part of spanda is an integral part of spanda. So spanda tattva is inherent pulsation. The consciousness empowers the lifeless organs, allowing them to function. And an analogy can be drawn from a woodcutter. Woodcutter as a paw, as an instrument, the organ, means that the individual is like a source of energy, of power, and organ of instrument of the body has the power to cut it. Otherwise, that instrument will not be able to cut the tree or any part. So there's a dynamic interaction between the individual and the organs, with the individual providing necessary energy of or the impetus for the organ to carry out that function, which is inseparable connection between the self and the body's instrument. The infusion of the power from God's consciousness into the organ of the senses happens seamlessly. Well, Spanda is closely related to the concept of Shakti, the divine feminine power in Kashmir Shaivism. Shakti is the dynamic aspect of Supreme. Now see here, what is Shakti and what is Spanda? Shakti is a dynamic aspect of the Supreme Consciousness, and Spanda represents the pulsating energy of the Shakti. Together, Spanda and Shakti form the base of all creation and transformation in the universe. Shakti is inherent and transcendent. That is when actively giving rise to the effects, and transcends when considered the source of many powers. Spanda is both universal vibration of energy and its particular pulsation. World is not an illusion. It's a dynamic interplay of consciousness, energy, matter. Paramashiva has two ultimate realities. One is Prakasha, that's illumination, which illuminates the entire universe. The other operating part is Vimarsha. Vimarsha is attributed to the manifestation. It's used for it is attributed to the maintenance. One is manifestation, another is maintenance, and another is reabsorption of the universe. Vimarsha is therefore supreme power. That is why it is perceived as both transcendent and eminent. Prakasha aspect is passive phase, the consciousness, a phase, a potentiality, which is also called pralaya or reabsorption. Inactive state, inactivity. Once there's inactivity, the pralaya comes to an end. The seed of the universe begins to germinate and the consciousness gets activated. The active phase of consciousness is Srishti, what is manifest. What is manifest? Okay. In each phase of action, the seed of potentiality are created, it germinates during the passive phase of the consciousness with the purpose of setting into motion the next phase. So metaphorically speaking, Prakasha, Pralaya ends, seed germinates, and the consciousness gets activated, also known as Srishti, the manifestation. Abhinav Gupta here says the Spanda is the throb of ecstasy of Paramashiva, the divine creative pulsation, the ceaseless force which emanates the entire universe. Now, I will give you some examples of this Spanda. Spanda, for example, there's a cosmic symphony is there. If we take and imagine an imagination of the universe as a grand symphony, where every note, every melody, every rhythm is a manifestation of the ultimate reality, Paramashiva. In this analogy, Paramashiva represents the composer, the conductor, and the underlying essence of the music. The Paramashiva is akin to genius musician who envisions the entire symphony. The Spanda in this context is comparable to the harmonious vibration and melodies produced by the instrument and voices in the orchestra. Each vibration, each musical note represents the aspect of Spanda, expressing the inherent nature of Paramashiva to vibrate and manifest the universe. The symphony comes to life through the orchestrated interplay of the musical instruments, and the universe comes into being through the dynamic interplay of Spanda, reflecting creative essence of Paramashiva. So Spanda is not just physical and material phenomena, it's a divine pulsation or the cosmic vibration. Then we take natural phenomena. This is a second example. Take the ocean waves. Ocean waves rise and fall. Each wave has a manifestation of Spanda, representing the dynamic, ever-changing nature of the ocean. Take example. This example shows how Spanda is evident in the natural phenomena, emphasizing the constant movement and change in the universe. Take third example, biological process. Take heartbeat. The heartbeat, human heartbeat, provides an excellent example of Spanda in the realm of biology. The heart rhythm pulsation sustains life by pumping blood throughout the body. This pulsation is not just a mechanical process, but symbolizes the subtle vibration within the living being. Each heartbeat is a reminder of the dynamic nature of life, reflecting Spanda in the physical aspect of the existence. Take breath and meditation, fourth example. In the practical, when you meditate, we focus on breath, observing the natural rhythm. Inhalation and exhalation is there. Through meditation, the spiritual practices, individual can become aware of the pulsation and attune consciousness to the higher subtle level of Spanda. In meditation, as the mind becomes quiet, the thoughts subside. Individual can sense the subtle vibration, Spanda, at the core of its being. Spanda harmonizes stillness and moment from form and formlessness. This recognition leads to the deep sense of connection of the cosmic pulsation, fostering spiritual awakening and self-realization. The individual Spanda is the source of human experience, thoughts, emotions, creative expressions. It's reason behind every constant activity of human activity, of the human mind. Dynamic nature, or speaks about the dynamic nature of the human life. So by aligning our consciousness with the natural flow of the divine energy through the meditation to the state of, it leads to the harmony where one's action thoughts are in tune with the universal rhythm of Spanda. So we have exemplified, I have told you about the cosmic symphony, the musician and the orchestra, the natural phenomena, the ocean waves, the bioprocess, breath and meditation. Nothing in the universe is permanent. Everything is changing, and it is subject to the continuous process, vibration, change, and Spanda is at the core there because there's a dynamic, it's ever-changing, it's a natural reality. Spanda bridges the visible and non-visible, and invisible, visible and invisible, manifest and unmanifest, finite and infinite, showing the interconnectedness and interdependence of all things. Spanda plays a fundamental role in the cosmic process of creation, preservation, and dissolution. During creation, the Spanda is the impetus that brings universe into being, giving diverse forms and phenomena. In the preservation phase, Spanda sustains existing forms, ensures continuity. Finally, in the dissolution, Spanda withdraws from the back into the formless, unmanifest state, ready to recreate for the future cycle. Now, practical life, you can understand the Spanda in mantras, where in Havanas we do mantras, sacred sound vibrations, sacred sound vibrations move in Havanas. We chant, harmonize individual vibrations with the universal Spanda. Spanda is not confined to spiritual practices, it permeates everyday activity. Through the mindfulness, individuals recognize the pulsation of conversation. As I told you, that is a talking, I'm talking to you, it's also through the Spanda. And you're listening, that's Spanda. So all the activities, whatever you do, that's because of Spanda. Then finally the moksha is attained by aligning oneself with the Spanda. By understanding and embracing Spanda, individuals free themselves from the limitations of ego, desires, cycle of birth and death. The alignment with the Spanda leads to the spiritual realization. It represents the ultimate goal of spiritual practice in Kashmir Shaivism, emphasizing transformative power of aligning with the cosmic pulsation. Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you. But before I conclude, let me say that this is not the whole, the complete of Shiva philosophy, the Spanda. It's very vast, it's very huge. There's no end to it, as knowledge is limitless. Knowledge has no boundaries at all. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Cosmic Grand Symphony.
Yeah.
Very well explained, and the whole functioning of the human body is on Spanda example, right? How every part is synchronized.
Yes.
With that in a big scale is a universe.
Complete universe, there's no end to it, and there is always it works, everything, every particle, each and every minutest of the minutest thing, whatever is manifest, it works on vibration. And vibration is everywhere. It is in the desires, it's in the emotions, it's in the talks, it's in the happiness, it's in the grief. When a person is in the grief state, it's everywhere. So Spanda is the base of it, which has to be realized and which has to be connected with the universal, the individual Spanda, with the universal Spanda.
So, the emotions, happiness and sadness, take both in the same spirit, right? Both
Which one?
happiness and sadness. Take it
Yes.
in the same spirit.
Well, happiness and sadness, they are two sides of the same coin. And the states only, as I told you, they rise and fall according to the Spanda. That depends upon a person. He is sad because of certain, he has seen the death of a relative or some friend or somebody. He gets sad. The Spanda works here. Or a person is happy. He has achieved, he has got a materialistic, all that he has achieved some desire. And it's because of this happiness. That happiness is also because of the Spanda. The ultimate is that it has to be the realization of the Supreme, the realization of the Self, which must go beyond this uh, happiness, grief, the individual spanda, and meets with the uh, holistic spanda, the conscience, absolute consciousness, where there's nothing, because you are experiencing this within the what is within the drama within the world. That this experience also gives a state. For example, today you are experiencing something. Tomorrow you will say that was a sad state of affairs. And tomorrow the same sad state of affairs becomes a different state. Your spanda works differently there after some period of time than what it works today. So it's a matter of time. The spanda differs from one stage to another stage, from one time to another time. But ultimate is that we have to realize the God consciousness, which is above it, above all, the above it, which is above any action, which is above any thought, which is above any emotion, which is above any this mind. So everything has to come out of this and realize the ultimate, while there is nothingness, because you are seeing the dawn and dusk. In between dawn and dusk, there's a nothing, the state of nothingness. So that nothingness is the basis of it, the basis of that what the reality is. The reality is in between the objective and subjective. In between, what is the state? That state has to be realized, that it can be through the meditation only, the constant meditation, realization of self. Then we reach to the ultimate.
I think our politicians really understand this logic very well. When they lose elections, they don't get disheartened. And when they win elections, they don't brag too much about it. So they they play that very safe using this philosophy, I think.
Winning and losing, every
Elections.
action, as I told you, every action is a spanda. Winning is also a spanda, losing is also a spanda. So it needs, a politician may win today, tomorrow he may not win. So spanda may not be, he may come out. Spanda works here today, tomorrow spanda may not work for him.
Without understanding, I think they are using this strategy very well. Now, one more aspect I wanted to clarify. Now, you mentioned the purpose of this Trika philosophy is to enable you to rise from individuality to universality, right? You also said Trika philosophy is meant for any human being without restriction of caste, creed, or color, correct?
Okay.
Why this is not stressed? It's very clear here, right? It is not caste based or anything. Very clearly stated that is nothing to do with
Which one
caste,
you are
creed, or
talking
color.
about?
It's very clear.
I think you are talking about my write-up,
Right. About Lakshman Ju you quoted, right?
which was published by the Times of India. Okay,
No,
what
no, no.
was
I'm
the
just referring to that Lakshman Ju's book, Shaivism,
okay,
which
okay,
you also touched upon today.
okay? What was
Now,
that?
all I'm
Just
saying
repeat the
is
word.
it's very clear here, right? There is no caste system, no creed or color.
Okay.
In spite of that, there are a lot of comments about Hinduism that it creates. It's very clearly
Well,
stated there is no caste.
you see, as I was talking about the spanda, and as I talked about basically these, you see, the human being is basically a soul, and the soul comes into this, into this earth, and place whatever as per his karma, and he does it. But basically, where from it is, he is not actually the caste, creed, and this thing. This is formal. This is basis of the human being, human mind. So at
Not the
crux,
religion.
essence is not essence. There is no religion at all. There is no religion at all. God does not see any religion. There is no differentiation between a Hindu and a Muslim, between Hindu and a Sikh, and this in the realm of the ultimate. So soul is one only, and it's only within this Maya that the human being has created these diverse type of the systems and diverse type of the caste, diverse type of the religions, diverse type of all these things. So basically, the ultimate, wherever the crux is there, it's only a soul is one. And we're a part of that supreme. And he does not have any that this, I'll send this person is a this thing, this person is that thing, this person is that thing. There's no discrimination at all. So this is what the Spanda, realizing the Spanda, which is a common, because human being is special. God is common. The consciousness is common. When I say common, it's everywhere. It's omnipresent. We are only specials because we have all these things. What you say, we have all these discriminations. So God is not special here. He is common. He is omnipresent. He is omniscient. He is omnipotent. We are part of him only.
Very good. Very interesting topic as always. Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you again with
Definitely,
more
Shankarji.
such interesting topics.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, Shankarji. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Namaskar.
Jai Jai
Namaskar.
Shankara Hare.
Jai Jai Shankar. Om Namah Shivaya.
Thank you, viewers. Another interesting session by Vijay Hashia, who appeared twice before, and that is his third appearance. We look forward to seeing him more. And we thank Kanchi Kamakoti channels, Kamakoti TV, YouTube, and Facebook, and also our partner VDSP for streaming our series every week as and when it happens. We also thank India's only leading Tamil newspaper, Dinamalar, for giving a great coverage of our series week after week. Till we meet again, Jai Jai Shankara, Hara Hara Shankara.